Look, we are working in the community. And look, this community, no, we don't know anybody to begin with. Nobody is someone that I knew when I entered into this world.
But foreigners,
everybody, look,
foreigners, good relation
look,
is okay.
Look, Mr. Shim, you need to really first calm down your mind and listen to something that today has come onto the plate for our moral education. In my interaction with this community, I always have bumped into a situation, not only you, it's not only your problem. You're honest, that's all. Some people are not honest, but they have the same way of thinking about things, which I want to address today. Okay, since we're doing a moral education program in this community, I'm about to write proposals and try to deliver educations to our community. So our walk in the community is the good opportunity to share some of the very important, understandings. Look, today when I walked out from our office, I heard knocking at the door. So I went over there to see who it is. I saw it is a delivery man, okay? And he very obviously was very tired and very obviously was all stressed out. So I nicely opened the door for him and I decided to say something to him, okay? And it was me who proactively said hello. And I told him, take it easy. And then he sensed my goodness. And then he said, oh my God, I have been so stressed out. And to the degree I want to just drop the car and hop onto the bus and go home. Very obviously, he's feeling very, very tired, very stressed out, but he still have lots and lots of packages to deliver. Look, when people are out and about, away from home, and feeling very stressed out, pressured by work, if the stress is too much, the person can break. Okay, the person can be freaked out. If his mind is not good, he will be driving unsafe and he may create trouble and accident. Okay, I have that sensitivity to sense the need for me to connect. That's why I spend time to tell him, okay, don't be stressed out, balance out every moment, and you can stay calm. And I'm going to show you a way to recite the 9 character 2 words. And I said, truthfulness, compassion, forbearance is good. Look what happened. He listened very carefully. He said, wonderful, right? And then I said, this is from the ancient mind-body practice called Falun Dafa, that I learned that. And it will make your body feel empowered and peaceful, right? So this is how we started the conversation. And you start to come over and you were present, and I continue to make sure, this conversation reached to a good ending. And I said, okay, are you hungry? Because I heard him saying that he wanted to drop off the car and hop on the bus and rush to home. Very obviously, he need a home station for him to feel good. That's why I told him, hey, I'm Dr. Lotus King Weiss. I work here. This is our office. We do moral education. And then I asked him, do you need something to eat? I have a delicious mango. I go to the room and I get it for you. He goes like this. No, I don't need it. Thank you very much. But I want you to text that message to me, because this way I can also share that with my brothers. Look, this is how wonderful the conversation is displaying. A good, genuine heart-to-heart interaction. And you were in the big rush, and very obviously you were having some concerns. So you told me your concern is the following. You think that I just met him for the first time and he could be a criminal, and it's not wise to invite people right away, not knowing who he is, into our office. Well, this is something that I believe. Look, in my interaction with many people in this world, when I was in Seattle, Washington, for example, in the year of 2022, look, Mr. Kim, he's a Korean gentleman. Miss Kim, Bob Kim, he's a father. And he subleased his daughter's apartment to me for running the Whole Elephant Institute Seattle office. On the internet, he saw that I'm a persecuted scholar and Falun Gong is being a target of persecution, and he was fully aware of it. But he still bravely gave me the sublease, okay? He made a risk. I never met him. He was a total stranger. But guess what he did to me? When I went to Seattle, he drove an hour to the airport, and the airplane was delayed for 2 hours. He waited then another 2 hours in the airport. And then he picked me up and he dropped me into the office. And when I arrived into the office, in the office, he already shipped quilts, mattress, flowers, fruit, drink, and also many other things that make sure when I arrive, I can sleep right away and have food and drink. He was a total stranger. He was a total stranger. We never met. He knew I was associated with risk. He didn't doubt about me. And he treated me like a family member. That's how good people are in this world. That they do not consider when they first met. I didn't even meet him. Okay? And he could do all this. Why in the room has all the quilts and the stuff like that? He actually drove to John Dickinson's home. John Dickinson was a total stranger to him too. What if John Dickinson is a drug addict and a crazy man and he would get himself into big trouble? He didn't consider that. He went into John Dickinson's home and he picked up all the things that John Dickinson prepared for me. Now, John Dickinson was a total stranger to me too. How did I meet him? The story is even more funny. Okay? So, what I mean is that, Mr. Shin, you know, John Dickinson, he was a handicapped man, and I didn't meet him. And one day, suddenly, he received a phone call from me. Hey, can we visit you about that plant? Oh, sure, you come. Went into his home. He treated me with dinner. Not only me, but you know, the person who drove me all the way from Oregon, Milt and me and John Dickinson met together with his family, and he got his whole family involved and made dinner. Okay, and then after the dinner, I was calling Noah, tried to meet with Noah, and Noah was not answering the phone. John Dickinson asked why this is the case. I explained to John what happened. John says, oh, it's important for mom to be able to see the son. Why don't you stay in my home? Don't go back to Seattle until you see your son. John Dickinson hosted my presence, gave me room, gave me food for 7 days or more for me to wait until Noah finally decided to answer the phone, because Alan was on vacation suddenly. So Noah invited me to be able to spend one night with him before returning to New York. Prior to that, Noah was not answering the phone and not texting back. And for many, many months, I could not know what was going on with him. So because of John Dickinson, I got to be able to see Noah finally. And that was a turning point for Noah finally get back into my life. And it was because of John Dickinson's kindness. I was a total stranger. And he and his wife and his son, they were willing to risk it and let me stay in their home and provided me with a home environment, and they treated me like a king. So this is how people treat me. Now, if people treat me like that, I treat people like that too. So that's my style. I trust people and people trust me. Understand? So in my heart, I don't view anybody to be strangers, that they will come in and invite into the office and they were going to do harm to us. Because fundamentally, I have the faith. I believe that everything we have is blessed by our Creator, and we're supposed to do well. You want to continue? Take a walk further, or you want to be in the community backyard? So, Mr. Shim, examine your mind, please, kindly, because I know it's difficult for most people to have that understanding. But in fleshing, that's how I have developed a relationship with everybody. Because in my heart, I treat everybody like a family member. I meet everybody for the first time, and I give my true heart to everyone during my first meeting, including you, including Brian. Look, if I didn't treat Brian was a very, very dangerous man. As a matter of fact, when I first met him, he was total desperate. He was puffing smoke into my face even when I was talking to him. Puffing smoke into my face. And he was obviously not being a good father because he didn't even want to help his children to enter into the grandma's home. And I, at the time, called Dr. Wang, proactively told him, I will go back with you. Go to your home and help your children and show you how to do Falun Dafa exercises. Look, he looked crazy. He dressed horrible. He was puffing smoke. His mind was not in good state. But I was willing, as Dr. Wang, to go with him all the way into Oceanside in his car. Understand? That is a huge risk that I took. Why I did that? Because if I didn't do that, I would never be able to help him anymore. And this life could be floating around and being destroyed. So it is the love of our Creator to send me as a messenger. Look, I'm not a regular woman. I already told you I'm a messenger from the Creator. If I'm a messenger of the Creator, if our Creator sends someone to me to be helped, if I don't do that, then I fail my role as a messenger. So if you consider me to have to follow your order, your rules and regulation, then you are not qualified to be with me. That's how it goes. You can choose. If you don't like it, if you don't like the way I'm going to treat people like that, and you're going to set up rules and regulations about don't bring people into my home, I'm not living in your home. If it's your home, I'm not living with you because I'm working here. I thought it's your commitment to work together with me, to build the Sacred Virtual Institute, to spread our morality, to help the people. Correct? You want to walk more? Do more walk?